Well, hello everyone and welcome to Primitive Society Simulator. Now we're going into this new colony sim, very much like RimWorld Alien Dawn, going medieval, so I thought it was good to have a look through for the channel. Now, here's what we've got. We're just going to go in on normal. We've got a few settings here. I'm just going to scroll through, so please feel free to pause or whatever if you want to have a quick look at everything. But yeah, we're just going to play it as is. Now, as you can see, there are Beast quest rewards, and you do get attacked. So you got Invaders and Beast Madness. So we're going to go in and see. Alright, so you start off with 8 colonists here. I'm going to leave them as random. So I've got them all randomized. I'm not going to mess with anything. So we've got a few males, few females. I believe you can have children as well, but we'll go with that. Alright, a new home. The hillside we once called home was swallowed up by a sudden blizzard. Everything perished. Okay, we'll continue to accept nature's blessings and tribulations. Our people will survive, prosper, and thrive. Now, I'm just going to quickly hit pause here. So, as you can see, it's a bit rough around the edges at the moment, so it will be early access, I believe, and it's coming out in February. So I'll pop the game in the description as well, so if you want to have a look. All I've done is a really basic tutorial, but as you can see, it's very much like going medieval, RimWorld, all those types of games. So it'll be interesting to see what new features it will bring. So we've got our priorities as always, as you can see in here. Very, very big difference here. So if you shift click, it's very similar. So we're going to make sure we have that. Managing dead is a good one. And then I'll probably just leave the rest at 3 because they're all level kind of pegging. There'll just be 1 or 2 that we need to make sure someone is cooking. So nobody has anything. They're all cooking 0. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick someone. Droogel Gaul, you're going to be our cook. They got this food management tab, so I'm going to kind of go over things. So ingredients to eat in order, I like that. So if you've ever tried out Clanfolk, you also have this when it comes to priorities. Very extensive on that, so that's cool. Obviously quests, so you're going to see quests like similar to RimWorld as well. I'm not going to go into that. And then you've got this Ancestral Will. So these basically give you something. So targets, it kind of like is a basic start quest line almost that you can kind of go through as well. I'm going to go through a lot of the basics anyway, but as you can see in here then, creations is basically research. So we've already invented the spear, we've invented winter clothes, and we've invented a straw shed. There's a sling. You've kind of got to do things to discover them anyway, so I need more crafting knowledge, as you can see here. So you need 100 crafting knowledge to do a sling, and that comes from building stuff. There's a search for herbs, so what we'll do is build search herb team and a food. You can get them to carry food. Go out on a quest to find herbs. I'm not going to do that just yet, but that is it. And then you've got a world map. So, very RimWorld-esque, right? Look at this. Very much trying to be that, but very primitive. So that's the idea behind it. All right, we're going to set a few of these. So there's some berries. I'm going to click forage food on these as well. So I have turned the in-game music off because I'm told that there were some issues with copyright on the music. So for now, I'll add in my own. Some basic music for you, but we'll make sure we're foraging some items. We'll get a stockpile down. So there is a nice river going through. It feels almost more like going medieval with lots more RimWorld-esque features in it, but we're going to get a bonfire placed down very early and some bonfire seats. So we're going to have 8 in total. We'll kind of have them round one side for now, like this, and then we'll get up some grass that we need to grab actually. So these little bushes here are for gathering grass, so we'll make sure those are set. You don't get a lot, and we need quite a bit for our building, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think they do go out and gather nearby automatically as well. Don't quote me on that one. And then we're going to set a little bit to be mined ready, so we've got some resources. Now, a lot of it is going to be out of wood, so we'll start with... Well, we've got bonfires here, so we're going to get a couple of sheds in. So maybe just one big one for now, and then we'll try and get some beds underneath, so they will... kind of build that floor. We don't want grass under our roof. Wealth value. So as you can see, like RimWorld then, there is a wealth value. I might make that even bigger. I don't know. We might have separate ones, but we're going to get a basic tent up. And then we've got some beds out of grass. So this gives you building knowledge. Now I'm going to pop in 4 like that for now under this tent. And then we're just going to start the game here. So we're going to run at 1x and watch them kind of go out and start their thing here. Going to hide that supplies for now as well. Nice nature sounds as well. I like it. So that will take 9 branches, 9 grass. So like anything else, they will all go ahead and do that. We'll get knowledge points from this. And a lot of it comes from in here as well. So we've got to be careful. Lots of different things. So if I go all, you can see there is pretty big ones without research. So you've got fairly good amounts. I see chicken feed troughs, so there's animals too, which is good. Got a meat rack, a weapon rack. I think a meat rack would be a good idea, actually. So let's get 2 in. And our first bed area with one of those is in now as well. So I'm probably going to get the same thing. So I'm going to get a second shed. I don't like the name of the shed, I'll be honest. And we'll do the same again with the flooring, like so. And we'll get in some more beds. I'm not even sure how many kind of need, but I'm going to assume we'll just have more in ready anyway, and then we'll make sure we're cutting down. I'm going to just grab one of these in, and we're going to get another place in. So I want some building materials, kind of separate actually. So I think I'll have them over here for now. And this one here is going to be raw materials, and then on this one, I'm actually going to say no to raw materials. We're going to start separating them out nice and early. So the bonfire is in. It'd be nice to get that one lit up actually. So, as always, first day, we're going to make sure we're gathering quite a bit in. It looks like there may be some attempt to do some kind of mining, just like going medieval. You see how you've got the ramps going up as well? Interesting to see if there's multiple tiers on buildings as well. I haven't seen that far, so it'd be good to see. What have we got here? Something we don't know yet. Okay. Lobster hole. Okay. There is a cool thing you can do as well. So, if you want food, we're going to go ahead and get a fishing. So, if I go into fishing tools table, we can grab one of these in. So I'm going to actually pop that kind of over here for now, and then I'm going to get a craft table just kind of over here. We'll pop a craft table there as well, and then you'll see these little fishing spots here. They will try and gather stuff in when we can, because we've got them set for that. So I can go fishing spot remaining. I think you can do some manual selection as always as well, so I can tell them to run over here if I want to. Alright, so we've got our fishing table in. What that does mean now, if you go into this, you have the same as anything else. So bear with the names and stuff. It's all a work in progress, isn't it? If we go make, we can say maintain always 2 fishing gear, right? So they'll go out and make 2 harpoons, and that will level up some crafting. So that's the same as until in the games that we play as well. So anyone that knows me on the channel from Colony Sims or RimWorld or anything like that, Going Medieval, Alien Dawn, that is the same as until. Here comes the first nighttime though as well, so they're going to get the fire lit hopefully, and they will sit around it. Pretty cool actually. Very cute. You can zoom right in too. I like that. Art style's quite nice too. But on the tool table then, we're going to go in and we're going to say make. We're always going to have a maintain. I might do a make actually. Let's make 4 more axes. Let's make 4 stone blades. Let's make 4 spears so everyone has them. That requires a bit of materials that we will have. We've got the mining going here as well. What is this one? Something we don't know yet. Make sure we're foraging the food as well. Now what we're going to want to do is look at the cooking side of things here. And there is furniture. So at the moment we only have bed. If we go into our creations thing here, we'll see the knowledge is slowly going up. So everything you see on this front is quite big. So if you scroll out, you've got a pretty big tree here. But yeah, we've got stone axe to start with. We're going to be basically going into, I'm thinking, the sling or grinding herbs potentially. Let's go down. What else have we got? Forage wild millet, lobster trap, fish soup, dire wolf, domestication. And we'll take a little look. If you're wondering, you got this store. Fruit dryer. We've got a weapon rack here. So let's get some of this in. We've got a fruit dryer. So the rotate is Z and X by default. A little bit weird, I know. Not used to that. But we're going to have our dryer next to this as well. So we'll have main food kind of area over here. Let's get a couple on the weapon rack. So we don't want this too far at the moment. We almost want it by the tools. So let's just pop it down here for now. And we'll get those guys built. Now we've got a weaver's table as well. We're not quite into the clothing weaving yet. We've got a war totem. I don't know whether that causes things to come. We have fence. Other, what do we have? Bonfire, seats, pyres, tomb, culture, ceremonial related stuff, Medicare. So we've got a herbs bench, patient bench, soothing point. I'm not going to get that in until we need it. We're kind of just here to take a good look through the game to see what it offers. And up they get. So we survived 1 day so far. As you can see, you get the usual up here as well. So wealth, prestige, tribes, people, the speed in which everything's going. So you've got the show and hide room, ceremonial areas. So we can click those on or off. We can hide the roofing. So for everything that we do, they'll slowly level up. So we do need to queue them up to do a lot of gathering here. I'd like to get this. I'm guessing that is some kind of flax. And we're going to go into berry drying too. So I'm going to try and harvest a lot of it up whilst we're here. And this will be make always. That's the forever. And that will give them, as you can see, just by drying them, it gives some kind of leveling here. So everything they do does give some kind of level, right? If we go into Krasa Ren, down here you can see crafting 4 now. So the overview of the character here is pretty cool. So they've got the subtool, main tool, clothing, raincoat. We can get them to get a weapon, get some armor. Food focus, your profiles there as well. And you got a tolerance here, better attacks, allow pregnancy. So there is babies in this one. I like that. That's very cool. They got the family relationships and mentors as well. Don't know that far into it, I'll be honest. There is some weapons coming in now, so we're going to want our first weapon people to come in. Call them weapon people. Thara Wild, you want to get yourself a weapon? So she'll go grab it. Got herself a spear. Very nice. There are some chickens out here too. Look at this. So, I wonder, status, hunt target. Would like to be able to tame. I'm not sure it's possible though. So, I'm going to build a little fence and see if we can do something with the animals. We're going to just test the features so you guys can kind of see what it's all about, right? We got just a small area, and then we want a chicken feed broth right there, and we want a little coral door. There we go. We'll have a little hut going in. Obviously, I'm playing on normal. There is the options to adjust everything, so you can go all the way up to like how RimWorld has 500% difficulty. That is the same on here as well. Okay, yeah, that's how we got the chicken fence. So I'm wondering if once this is built, we can actually get some chickens in then. Another day passes by. Okay, so while they're sat around the fire then, it does look like they go and make some food, and they eat once a day. I can see them eating some meat here, which is pretty cool. Love the sound of crackling fire. Beautiful. We got 2 buildings without a roof as well, so we're going to want to build something over the top of these crafting. So we're going to want the same shed things. I'm going to attempt to build this now. Let's have a larger shed and see if we can kind of move it over. That should be good. I should be able to move this. Alright, down here then you've got deconstruct, copy, and move. So we're going to move this one in. So we're going to get this one inside the tent, I think. So let's go this way. The fishing gear can be worked on inside of here, and I'm going to get that also moved over. So we want our craft. This one can kind of go over here anyway. So it is under the storage at least. We've got a nice big shed to cover them there. There we go. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright, let's see if we can do something now, because it looks like we have chicken coop. Herding a flock into a pen is simpler than catching each by hand. So what does that do? Chickens are fairly weak animals, can barely fight. Building a fence is enough to keep them. I'm trying to figure out how I get that going. I can see that there's a bar that goes up as well. So this bar here, cooking, will actually have some knowledge. So I guess once the bar fills up, okay, I get it. That's fine. And the gather resources seems to be doing well also. There we go. Okay, so you have to capture them from their young. So it looks like only the young ones can be captured here. So if I click capture target on a baby, it's letting me take them. So I'm going to grab some of these. We've got enough space for 7. So all the babies, sorry, I'm going to take you from your mama. So if I click into the thingy here, it tells you. So current coral size is 30. Each chicken needs 4 cells. Current capacity is 7. So based on the size of this then is how many chickens you can grab. I want to see how this kind of works. So animal handling. We should be able to move into the next one. So you should go and do that fairly quickly. Guess I've got you guys gathering. There's also some more chickens up here. So it's worth grabbing what we can. We kind of want 1 male and then some the rest females. So we can have the hens lay eggs. We'll set you to be captured as well. The days go by really quick if you run 8 times. I've just realised, absolutely flying through here. Plenty of food though, we're doing okay. And we've got more spears crafted, have we? We do, okay. So I'm going to grab you, and I want you to get a weapon. I want you to get a weapon. If there's enough, there's still more. So we're going to get some pickaxes in. So let's get 4 of those. Let's make 2 more spears. And then how many blades have we got? So if we go crafted, tools, we got 2 stone blades, 5 pickaxes, and some rope. So we need to make some rope for these, I guess, as well. So we'll say maintain 5, and then maybe we'll change that one to maintain 2 as well. It looks like they kind of... No, we need to make 2, then flip it. We'll have that as maintain 2 as well. Cool, I think I'm grasping it. Not bad for just jumping straight in, right? Right, there's our stone pickaxes almost done. I'm pretty sure Zolnar is crafting pretty well. We've got 7 here and a 9 for gathering. Out of 1,000, so you can imagine the kind of scale that's going to happen with these. Are you trying to rope the chickens yet? Oh, look at this. War drum. The sound of drums can fill out the battlefield with courage. Plus 15 mood. Let's get battle drum. What does that need? Animal hide. Okay, maybe not so much. That would be cool, though. 4 emotional soothing point. Herbs bench placed to mix herbs with potent potions. Tasting unknown herbs grants herbal knowledge. Okay, we're going to want one of these down early on, right? We're just going to have our main kind of craft tent over here for now. Not going to put anything in there at the moment. Seeds are found in crops. Increasing forage knowledge through tasting of unknown crops is also conducted here. Ooh, that sounds scary. Get one of these in then. Probably make a dedicated kind of kitchen area eventually, but I'm just realizing that we need to make sure we've got a floor down as well. I put a couple of torches down by the huts too. I don't know whether it affects crafting speed, so yeah, capturing juveniles is done through the hunting one as well. Okay. We'll hopefully go out and grab those now. It looks like we don't have a massive amount of wood either, so I'm going to set up a bit more gathering to make sure we've got what we need. We've got quite a bit of stone. We've cleared out everything here. That's going to be something we can obviously build with as well. So we're in day 8 already, so 40 days in a year, 10 days a season. We're going to be going into summer really, really soon, so I don't know, we'll see what kind of effect that has on the environment. There are some sheep, but we're not quite at that point, so... Have you got chicken in your hand? Let me see. Ah, look. Got our first chicken. Volnir. I like it. Oh, we haven't got our first chicken. We got 3. Let's go. Okay, so when they grow up, hopefully we'll have a good amount. So that's leveling up hunting too, which is great. So that's going to keep going. What are you on? Husbandry. You'd think it would be in there, but it seems to be leveling hunting. That's cool. Everything is leveling up. It's pretty peaceful so far. I'd like to see how an attack goes. That's what I want to get at. The one thing that's scaring me is how much our wealth is going up. But it seems like the more... So if I hover over it... wealth and prestige are necessary to form an alliance. So chicken pen and flooring seems to be the thing. So I guess I want to go on to slightly better buildings to get that going. I'm looking at this. It looks like we can actually capture these sheep if we want as well. We can go nick the babies. Anyone that's watched me before knows I do quite like getting some animals in my games. They're very useful, I think. The amount of food source you have, you know. And I like that when you click it, you do have 4 days to become an adult, right? Then after 1 year, 10 days, they'll probably most likely die out. So when they get up to the elder, I guess that's when you probably think about butchering them. Whilst they're nice and fresh, you know. Also worth noting that I should probably keep an eye on this. So we have... some kind of mood. So if you click status here, we've got everything that we need. The mood is dipping down, not wearing clothes. So getting maybe that ready for when we have it's a good idea. But a weaver's table, right? So it's a little bit messy in here, I won't lie to you. Looks like we're able to pop that where the stick is too. So let's just do that for now. I'm just dumping it all under there. We'll move it around as and when. Don't know if we can make that any bigger, the shed. Maybe a separate one. Look at this, a wall totem. So each totem provides 1% attack power bonus for tribes people. Proof that your tribe took down an enemy. So you can build wall totems when you kill enemies. So there's going to be quite a cool... If they build on that really well, that is pretty cool. So you can make some pretty cool tribe, like a deadly tribe that everyone's scared of. I like the sound of that. So let's see if we've got the last lot of spears here. So we have. So we're going to grab these guys to get a weapon. So everyone has one. Now you can keep an eye on their tools here. So... I want to be careful with the pregnancy stuff, but I want to look at now this weaver table. We want to get rid of that. Let's take a look at what we can do. So requires bone. What's this one? Animal hide. So we're going to make... So it's winter clothing at the moment. We're going to want 8 of these in total. So we're going to need to go out hunting, right? Yeah, see, they are randomly going out. I don't have these selected, so they're going out to forage just on downtime, which is cool as well. So they won't idle. They'll go and do stuff. I'm going to start leveling up stuff then. Let's go ahead and kind of hunt these here. So we've stolen your babies. Now we're going to kill you. Okay, sheep as well. So what I'm going to do is probably... Well, I don't know how this is going to go. Right, let's stick with the chickens for now. I'd like to see if I can get some hide. But if I click on them, it does tell you what you can get, right? Yeah, you get animal hide from the sheep. So we're going to also hunt these guys to get some winter clothing ready. Do we get anything from the little ones? We do. Okay. I don't want your sheep just yet then, so we're just going to obliterate this whole family. I think that's what we need to do. Oh yeah, he goes straight in and just starts jabbing it with his spear. Lovely stuff. Go on. Need the hide. So he's kind of killed off the whole family. Got the last one to do here. There it is. He's collecting all their goods. And there it is. We get some bones out of it too. Alright, so I'm going to set up a search party for herbs. So we're going to send 2 people out. Let's go ahead and grab these 2. So goods plus, so herbs times 3. Unknown herbs, because we want to be gaining knowledge from it. So we're going to let them take dried berries. So I wonder, I don't want that much. I wonder if we can shift click. We can. So control click does 100. I'm guessing it's 10. Yeah, it's 10 for that. I don't know how many berries we need to take. Let's go. Does it tell you how many days we get? Each day, herbs 15, XP gain. Okay, 1 forage and knowledge for every when crops found every time. Oh, okay. So we're going to send these two out. Set out. Began to gather things to form search team. Oh, okay. Okay, so search hub team after. So it takes 5 days for them to go out. Where are you going? Okay, I like how early in the game they do have the ability to do this stuff, which is good. Which is really good, actually. That does give me promise for the game. So far, I'm enjoying it, guys. All right, now we've got our own chickens. Let's go ahead and just hunt some more then. So we're going to want to take these guys out. There's a baby sheep over there that still needs to die. What else have we got? We should be able to build bridges over here soon. So I'm going to go ahead and start prepping a little bit of a fence. So I'm going to go all the way along. I'm going to have a couple of openings. So this is going to cost us a little bit of wood here. I think it's sensible. Kind of get a bit of a fence area in. And that's all attached up, and then we'll make sure we've got a few doors dotted around, and I'll open it up over here. Just so they can kind of get in and out. We're going to set a bridge and fishing area over here, so we'll get a gate there and a gate there. And then this little section here, I'm actually going to go ahead and cancel it. So I want to see if I can make some kind of kill box similar to what we're used to in our games. So let's go ahead and try it. I'll feel a little bit better just by being fenced off, right? It stops animals wandering in and out. We can have them roaming and hauling, potentially on bigger animals too. All right, I'm just going to set a few more trees now to be chopped because we're going to be building a little bit more here, and then we'll keep an eye on this. So what have we just done? Look at this. We've unlocked some creations. So inventor needed. The tribe has discovered this creation. An inventor is needed to bring it to life. Every time we cross a river, we have to take a detour. So we build a convenient road. Okay, designate an inventor. We want the raincoat first. So, we're going to designate... What does this do? Interesting. Krazara, you're going to be our designated inventor of the raincoat. I wonder, I think they've got to spend time doing it. Let's try another one as well, so we'll get the bridge done as well. This is cool. Farah, you can be our designated bridge learner as well. Okay, I like that the research is very different, actually, to the other games. Always interesting. It'd be nice to build a little bridge across. We are, in fact, surrounded almost. The one whole side and top is a river, so not really much over there at the moment, though. Okay, new discovery. Bridge. Look now. Right, we've done that one. Done that one, so we can ignore that. How's our search team has found herbs? Herbs times 3. Look now. Okay, they're on their way back. That's good. So what you can basically do, I think, when they get back is actually trial and eat these herbs. Got our first lot of winter clothing in as well. I know the temperature is not really ideal for that, but let's see what they look like. Rather than being naked now, look at this. They've got like proper full-on kit. You look cool. Okay. We don't have any. Can't find armor. If you click it, it does pop up, so they say. I can't find it. I quite like that too. Okay, so that's how creations work. That's a good show of that, isn't it? So what else do we have? This one. Okay, so we've got a lot to do on that one. Same with this. A bone harpoon would be good because we're going to be having some of those. Cooking, we're not that far off actually, so soon we're going to be able to cook proper meals too. Alright, I've got it running at really, really fast speed here. So there's one thing I want to mention is it doesn't feel like I'm hitting any bugs yet, which is great for an very early build as well. So obviously, I was given access to this a couple of weeks ago. I haven't really had the time to give it a trial. That was why. So as you can think, there's quite a bit going on, and I'm thinking by February there's going to be some more patches. I've seen about 2 or 3 patches on the build since I've had it as well. So, initial thoughts are pretty positive, actually. So you'll have to let me know what you think of it so far by looks as well. And it might be something I can consider as a bit of a colony sim for the channel as well when it's released and stuff. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'm always down to hear your opinions. I think it's pretty cool so far. And obviously everything can be named, which is always a great thing. Doesn't look too ugly either. I think it's quite cool. So with everything up, let me just show you. I'm going to turn off the floors. It's a cool looking thing. When they're sat around the fire, it's quite nice. Obviously, it feels a little bit aged on the graphic wise, but for indie, as far as indie goes, as you know, I like my indie games. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm just going fast so we can kind of get these guys back with the herbs. So they found some more herbs, so we're just going to ignore this. Unknown crops and some herbs. So they should be coming back with some, so we'll be able to discover that. And I'm hoping we can plant something or do a bit of farming would be nice. And they do go around the fire and have a bit of a chat. But yeah, at 8 times, the days go really, really fast, which I like, actually, because sometimes on the games I've played, I would like a times 10 sometimes, just to skip days almost when you're end game and just trying to build something. It is quite nice for that purpose. And we're at a point now where our chickens should be coming into adulthood. So, there should be some eggs. Do I see an egg? Do I see you sat on egg? Raincoat has been invented. Yes. Look at that. We're almost up to the next one as well. This is great. So we're getting somewhere on this. So if we go into our tailor now, we should have... there it is, the cloak. A must-have wear that protects them from the rain. So let's make 8 of those bad boys. Everyone's kind of wearing their winter gear at the moment, but actually we're going to be going into autumn very soon, and they're not really complaining too much. Let's just have a look at them here. So status-wise, I'm just clicking through. Mood isn't the best, but at the same time, it's not horrendous. There's no real way for me to be able to help them at the moment other than a soothing point. I have a soothing point by the fire. There you go. How's that? Alright, the southern tribes all face threats from the north. Vicious Hill want to learn more about armoured weapons. Look now. Dispatch. Bone of crafting times 5. So the southern tribes all faced threats from the north. Please dispatch a team in 14 days to avoid task failure. Relationship improvement. Teach us fishing plus 100. That's cool. Okay. Well, we got our herb people coming back in a moment. Let's go ahead and dispatch. What does it want? If we kind of give them... going on here. Why have we got no berries? A round trip time of 8.5 days. We don't need to do it yet then, so we'll look at that in a moment. I can see a lot of food there, so I'm not sure why it was saying that. It might be because our people are down there. So what are we waiting for here? There should be some meat. Probably need to handle and get that leveled up on that front. A team are finding stuff. They're back in 19 hours as well. I'm actually going to speed it up to get them back so we can go on to our next thing here. And then we'll focus on what we've got. Getting some more supplies in. So at the moment we have no food, right? That went down super fast. So we need to go on to foraging here. So forcing some foraging. Okay. Are they laying... oh my god. Where did you all come from? Right. You're going to get butchered then. So I'm going to go ahead and butcher some of these males here. So I guess some of the eggs weren't getting harvested. That's fine. We don't mind them growing up. That's free meat. You're going to keep going that way. Cloaks are coming in as well, which is nice. And then we've got loads of herbs. So heavy stomachache epidemic. Braknar Thala and others are suffering from heavy stomachache. Save them. Look now. Okay. You've been eating raw food. Alright, some good news here. We've got some Taste of Unknown crops that's going to level us up. And we've also got Taste of Unknown herbs going here. And we're going to make potion. Let's go. We'll maintain 5 here. So when they use those potions, they'll make some more. So we're almost there for the sling, the pottery, and the scribing knowledge. Communicate knowledge with other tribes. Okay, there's going to be quite a bit of depth to this that I'm not actually going to be used to here, which is pretty cool. So I want to make sure people are actually fishing now. So we need to make sure our working is being done correctly. So I'm going to take Droogle off that to make sure you're always fishing. And then you're gathering. So let's make sure you're hunting at the same time as well. So foraging obviously is here. So we've got 3 on that, and that should be fine. We should get everything we need. You're crafting some meds as well. Are you trying it right now? You are. Okay. Food preparation. So you probably shouldn't get us injured based on that. So I wonder if that gives us creation points over here. I'm pretty sure it does. I've set up loads of foraging to try and level this as well. And this one, yep, that looks like they have done it. So that just needs finishing. So we need to taste some more herbs here. 25% chance to be poisoned while tasting herbs. Lovely. So I'm going to take normal meat and fish off this here. And I'm going to take... so basically, I'm going to say you're not allowed to eat the raw stuff here. So no wild millet. We'll keep them on dried berries for now, because we're always doing that. Cheese and eggs is fine. And fresh milk is okay. Everything else, not so much. We want it dried. And then the millet, I'm going to take that one off as well. We've got plenty at the moment. It's got loads of dried berries. So, what illness do you have? If I go status here, heavy stomachache, heavy stomachache potion taken. We don't have those potions, unfortunately. I can't help you right now. So, looking over the raw materials here, it looks like we're going to need to force a bit more gathering here. So, I'll just give you kind of a bit of a feel for how long we've been in the game now. So, we have been in, so a second summer, 17 days now. So 10 days to a season. We're in the year 1 summer. And you start in spring. So 17 days in, we've got this kind of basic setup. I think we've got clothing, we've got weapons, we've got food, and And we've got some basic knowledge going in, which is great as well. And we're starting to taste and make meds here as well, which is pretty cool. And we've got some chickens. So guys, that is going to be where I say, let me know your thoughts on the game. Smash the thumbs up. If you're new around here, subscribe as well. It is a massive help. And I hope you enjoyed. If this is something you want to see on the channel later on, or when it comes out in February, link is down in the description, by the way, please do make it known, because actually it's quite fun. I can carry this one on if it gets enough love. It's one of those, really. I just wanted to take a little wild look at it based on what I saw on a key. So yeah, let me know, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.